Make a motion to approve all five in a second. And then discuss the budget. And then table them all collectively.
We could do that. Or you could do the other two that are on the list here to get them out of the way.
Let's do that to avoid the confusion.
Okay.
So, Mr. Wratcher, if you could just read,
Start with
number six, and these do not pertain to the budget.
Okay, an ordinance of the municipality of Monroeville authorizing the proper officials of the municipality of Monroeville to enter into an agreement with Monroeville Volunteer Fire Companies in order to facilitate the purchase of fire equipment and provide other financial assistance for year 2021 and 2025. And this is the customary 5-year funding agreement that we've had with the volunteer fire companies going back probably 40 years. Mr. Harvey, Mr. Poach, Mr. Little, and myself negotiated with fire companies and came to an agreement on this particular document, and it's before council for their approval.
I'd like to make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Questions or comments?
And
We're talking about, I mean, Mr. Wratcher mentioned it, that the two council members, Mr. Wratcher and Mr. Little, I'm assuming that everyone's okay with it from that committee, that small committee?
Yes, the fire chiefs have indicated that they are okay with the draft of the agreement that's presently in your packets, and so everybody's looking forward to going ahead with approval.
Okay, and at the staff end of it, from the municipal standpoint, everyone
Correct.
has been good with it?
Mayor, I might add that the fire chiefs worked very hard with us to, under the circumstances of our budget and the situation going on financially, typically in that agreement, we would have been replacing a ladder tower and 3 pumper trucks over the 5 years. And then we worked to cut that down to replacing the ladder tower and providing funds to refurbish the 3 pumper trucks that were originally going to get replaced. Each one of those pumper trucks would have been budgeted at $600,000 to replace. In turn, in the agreement, they're budgeted at $150,000 a piece. So they probably saved us close to $1 million in coming to that agreement.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of work by both the administration of the municipality and the fire chiefs, but I think we came to a very good agreement. They're happy with it. We're happy with it.
very good.
I have a question, Mayor.
Any other questions or comments, council?
Mr. Williams.
Yeah.
Mr. Williams, you may be on mute.
Again,
Go ahead, Bob.
are we on the yellow pages?
Yes, sir.
And I'm not understanding. Is the first ordinance, that is Monroeville fixing the real estate millage?
No, we're skipping over the first 5
Because the first 5 all pertain to the budget.
So the one that's in question right now, there's a motion second to approve, is item number 6, which is the fire agreement.
And that is in the yellow section of your packet, and it's about 2/3 of the way through.
Well, the second page is telling us that ordinance to adopt of the budget. You know, we having a budget meeting on the 22nd, and
Yeah, so what I'm trying to accomplish is for us to get through the 2 ordinances that do not relate to the ordinance.
okay,
I'm sorry, to the budget first. Do the 2 ordinances that are not budget related, and then we'll go back to the budget ordinances and we'll discuss things further at that point.
thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So does anyone have any questions about the fire agreement?
I have a question, Mayor.
Go ahead.
My question is, these fixes, are they Band-Aids or are they going to be able to sustain the use of this fire equipment?
Mayor, you wrong.
I think the fire chiefs agreed that many times in the 15-year replacement cycle, fire trucks are still in good enough shape to stay in service with a little bit of work. And that's what the answer was to this. Instead of buying $600,000 fire trucks,
Yeah.
those three, they feel will be in good enough shape
I
to
appreciate that.
invest the money and refurb them.
Okay, thank you, Ron.
Any other questions, council? We have
Ron,
Mr. Wolfram.
was this involving the turret on some of these? The ladder?
I
Or
didn't.
that was something else we were talking about some time ago? I remember discussing some.
Mr. Wolfram, just repeat that for a second, please. Repeat your question.
Was this in regard to refurbishing or fixing the turrets on some of these ladder trucks at that time?
No, that was a different issue. I think he's referring to
Yeah,
the
that's
station.
what I
ordinance.
I think you're thinking of the Quint, which has been taken care of. Matter of fact, I think
Okay,
it's
all right,
back.
that was one. It was a past issue. Okay, sorry about that.
But it sounds like this is along the same lines, that the fire companies are trying to stretch the useful life out of their vehicles a little bit further, and which is a benefit for taxpayers, and also too, I think Mr. Wilson's question, it's not doing anything that would jeopardize the service or the coverage or the equipment for the municipality. So it sounds like it's a win-win for everybody.
Did I summarize that okay?
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay.
All right. We have a motion and a second to approve. Roll call, please.
Mr. Williams, I'm sorry, Mr. Wilson,
Aye.
Mr. Williams,
Aye.
Mr. Ursenko,
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram,
Aye.
Mr. Harvey,
Aye.
Mr. Poach,
Aye.
Mrs. Gatos.
Aye.
The ayes have it. So Mr. Wratcher